Hi PCEP, I'm Gabby.
And I'm Joey.
And we're here with today's announcements. Today we'll bring you a special feature with Charlotte about honor zoology, a news bit from Johnny, sports with Jordan, and weather with Haley. Stay tuned, we'll be right back after the intro to start today's announcements.
Wednesday is the last day to bring glasses to your homeroom. The homeroom in each school with the most glasses will get a pizza party.
SAD will be meeting tomorrow, February 25th at 6:55. We are planning our final cafeteria event.
Put a little spring and sunshine in someone's day. Buy a candygram from the class of 2026 in the Plymouth cafeteria on February 24th to 26th in all three lunches. For only $1, you can bring a smile to someone's face. The candygrams will be delivered during homeroom.
Attention all art and photography students. The deadline for applying for AP Art and AP Photography is today, February 24th. If you are a senior or junior next year and have taken at least 2 art or photo classes, you should consider taking AP Art or AP Photography. You can get an honor point in college credit. There are no final tests, and you will simply be submitting a portfolio of your final work. Feel free to email Ms. Espino or Mr. Linkcourt with any questions.
Would you want to see a volcano up close, zip line through the jungle, go whitewater rafting, hang out with sloths and monkeys, practice your Spanish? All park students are invited to skip the cold weather and go to Costa Rica during the next winter break at the end of 2025. There is a parent meeting on March 11th at 6 o'clock in room 1208 in Salem. See Mr. Linderman or Ms. Espinoza for more details.
Would you like a class with no homework or tests that looks good on a resume? If so, Michigan History and Modern European History is the class for you. Course content is chosen by students and it focuses heavily on video and in-class lessons. Sign up now.
The PCEP Black Student Union is hosting its annual Black Excellency Show this Thursday, February 27th. The show will be held during second and third hour in Salem Gloria Auditorium. Plymouth High School teachers Scott Millam emailed all teachers last week, so let your teachers know to sign up while they still can. We look forward to seeing you there.
Are you interested in American culture and sports? Want to know why or how cities got their teams? Do you play fantasy sports and like to discuss statistics or argue who the best players are? Or do you need a fun and engaging elective course? Please consider signing up for American culture and baseball for next year. For more info, please contact Mr. Richardson in Canton.
Lightning Robotics is hosting its donation drive to the First Step Domestic Violence Help Center. First Step is a local domestic violence help center whose mission is to eliminate both domestic and sexual violence and provide a comprehensive service to individuals and families impacted by these circumstances. They have an ongoing list of items that they need year-round, and they really need your donations. Items needed include personal care items, baby care disposable items, and disposable kitchen items. Please only bring new items. First Step will reject any donations that are used or worn out. Please bring any donations to Mr. O's room in CV12, Canton Media Center, Plymouth Media Center, or outside Salem Counseling Office. Donations will be accepted until March 8th.
PCEP is hosting its 3rd annual Trades and Hiring Fair this Thursday, February 27th from 8:30 a.m. to 2 p.m. in the Automotive Shop in Canton High School. This event is intended for seniors who will be graduating in May. Students who wish to attend should plan to dress professionally and bring copies of their student resume. Those looking to create a student resume can find instructions and samples of student resumes on the Canton Career website through pccsk12.com. Ms. Stives will also be holding drop-in sessions for resume assistance during all lunches on Friday 2/21, Monday 2/24, Wednesday 2/26 in the Canton Career Center in room 127. Now on to our special feature with Charlotte.
Hi, I'm Mr. Johnston, and I teach honors zoology here at Salem. This class is fun, I think, because we get to study animals in depth, and we get to learn all sorts of very specific details. And students are always amazed at the things that they learn in terms of the structure and the anatomy, how animals reproduce, how they play a role in the environment. Someone should take this class because it is unlike any other. There's really no other zoology class around, and so it's a really great opportunity to study animals up close and personal.
I really like this class because it's really hands-on. We get to do a lot of dissections and labs, and it makes it very engaging.
I like to talk about all the different animals. Like, I took this class because I like watching reels on Instagram, like animal reels. And so I like learning about all the animals. We learn all about the different types of animals and what they do and like what the structures do.
I probably recommend it to like anyone who likes science and likes hands-on and labs because we get to do a lot of like stuff that you wouldn't get to do in a normal class.
If you love taking notes, take this class. So we take so many notes, it's crazy. And the animals is pretty cool.
Marie Antoinette is...
Let them! It came!
Outrage! John with the Queen! Vive la Révolution! Vive la Révolution! Off with his head!
Good morning, PCEP. I'm Johnny here with your news bit. A nonprofit organization in Chicago is asking users on the internet to help name a, quote, remarkably rotund beaver who was caught on camera roaming the city. Online users have already started suggesting a few names like Lori Heavyfoot and Beav Irvin. Officials say the spots she hangs out at are absolutely filled with coyotes, and we can't figure out how she hasn't been eaten. That's all for your news bit, PCEP. Have a good one.
Good morning, PCEP. I'm Jordan with your sports. Last Friday, the Pistons won against the Spurs 125-110 and against the Hawks 148-143 on Sunday. Also this weekend, the Red Wings unfortunately lost to the Minnesota Wild, but won against the Anaheim Ducks, both while at home. In other news, Michigan and Michigan State basketball played at Chrysler Center with Michigan State ending up winning with a score of 75. Finally, U of M women's gymnastics lost to number 2 ranked UCLA, while Michigan State women's gymnastics won against Rutgers. That's all for your sports, PCEP. Have a great day.
Good morning, PCEP. I'm Haley with your weather. Today is a high of 52 and a low of 31. We're going to warm up this week. Finally, your moon phase is a waning crescent. That's all for your weather. Have a marvelous Monday.
Last semester, 160 students in Miss Foster's 21st Century Global Issues and Literature course entered a memoir contest through the New York Times. On Friday, February 14th, the New York Times announced the contestant winners and finalists. Of over 12,000 submissions from all over the world, 3 PCEP students were awarded honorable mentions and 2 PCEP students won the whole contest. Today, I am joined with 2 of these students, Patrick Ward, Plymouth Jr., and Madeline Link, Canton Senior. Can you guys please start by introducing yourselves?
I'm Madeline Link.
I'm Patrick Ward.
What is the title of your winning memoir?
The Never-Ending Search.
Why Am I Here?
What was your memoir about?
Mine was about how, when I was a little kid, I pretended I could see dragons.
Mine was about my battles with therapy and how that affected my personal life.
What award did your memoir receive by the New York Times?
Honorable mentions.
Honorable mentions too.
What was your reaction when you learned that you were published by the New York Times?
I was happy. It was like 8 a.m., so I was still tired.
Yeah, for me it was 8 a.m. in the morning, so I just decided I'm gonna go back to bed after Miss Foster called my parents and woke me up.
How has this changed your view on yourself as a writer?
I already thought I was a good writer, so it just like cemented that.
For me, I always thought I wasn't a great writer, and doing this made me feel more confident in my writing skills.
Dana Sasson won the New York Times 100-word personal narrative contest, placing in the top 15 over 12,000 global entries. Dana is a 12th grader at Canton, wrote about her experience wearing a hijab to school for the first time, and wanted to show others to embrace their self and their own identity, even if it feels scary. Dana says, I chose this story because it is one of the most important moments in my life, when I decided to proudly show my identity, even though I was nervous. When I found out I was published in the New York Times, I was amazed and grateful. Seeing my story published was an amazing feeling. It helped me realize how important it is to express our stories. This recognition has made me feel more confident as a writer. It showed me that personal stories matter and that being honest about our experiences can impact others. Sarah Moore also won New York Times 100-word personal narrative contest, placing in the top 15 over 12,000 global entries. Sarah is a junior at Canton. She wrote her memoir about the conflict feelings about her adoption. She explains, I've always known that I was adopted, so that was nothing new to me. But I always felt a little strange knowing that my family wasn't blood. This process helped me realize that true family isn't blood. My entire life, I've always been curious about learning about Lindsay, my biological mother, wanting to meet her. Finding out that I won the New York Times memoir contest made me so excited and proud of myself for speaking my mind. It made me feel relieved that other people enjoyed and found value in what I wrote, and that many more can read it. It's especially cool that my biological mother ended up reading it and reached out to my parents. I can't wait to see what happens next. Many other PCEP student stories were selected by the New York Times in the top 15% of the 12,000 submissions, including London Bailey, Lexi Gilbo, Vinnie Howells, Brooke Laurie, Markin Kith, Wyatt D. Cavett, and Addie Resenman. Thank you.
That's all for your announcements, PCEP.
Have a great day.